Come to work with me as a private chef on a hunting ranch. This weekend, I'm cooking for 2 hunters plus 3 hunting guides and myself. What you're seeing is everything I did on Friday. Typically, we do 3-day hunts, so the first night is just dinner and dessert. The next day, we'll do breakfast, lunch, midday snack, dinner, and dessert. And then on their last day, I serve breakfast before they head home. So first you saw me chopping chocolate. Those will go into my chocolate chip cookies. Now I'm working on some ciabatta that I'll serve my lunch sandwiches on tomorrow. I like to do a lot of my cooking from scratch if I can. I really enjoy it. It's a little bit more cost effective, and our clients really enjoy it as well because who doesn't love homemade bread? I also keep muffins on hand so that they have something to grab the next morning when they go hunting, just to hold them over until they come back and I actually serve breakfast. I got an early start on my dinner rolls so that they had plenty of time to proof, and then I baked them off, and then whenever dinner rolls around, I just pop them back in the oven at about 200 degrees so they warm back up and they're ready to serve. These just got an egg wash and some flaky salt. So before I actually get started on Friday dinner, I'm doing a lot of my prep work for my meals to come. So that was my dessert, my ciabatta for tomorrow's lunch, as well as some homemade English muffins that I forgot to record, but those will be for my breakfast sandwiches tomorrow. So once most of my desserts or breads are out of the way, I'll get started on my dinner prep. Tonight I was serving pork chops with mashed potatoes, green beans, and those dinner rolls. Prep just looks like getting everything peeled, sliced, and into a container of some sort, or my potatoes. I just get those in their pot, cover them with salt and water, and just leave those on the stove until I'm ready to cook them. The cooking is actually the easy part. The hard part is just timing everything perfectly, but having all my veggies ready to go makes that super easy. I'm serving my pork chops with a pan sauce, so that's what these shallots and garlic will be for. And while cooking is the easy part, the prep work is probably the most fun just because I have the whole lodge to myself. I blast my music and chop stuff up. It's the best. I'm usually pretty good about onions, but these shallots had me crying. Sometimes they get me, sometimes they don't, but Friday they definitely got me. I had a little bit extra time after I got some of my dinner prep out of the way, so I experimented with some fried polenta. I mixed it with a little bit of buttermilk to make it clump together, and then I fried it to give some crunch to my sandwich tomorrow, which turned out pretty good, by the way. The guys asked me for Texas Roadhouse honey butter, so I threw that together to go on our dinner rolls. I normally serve dinner around 8:15, so once 6:30 rolls around, things really start moving. So I got my potatoes through my potato ricer. Then I got my butter and garlic going for my green beans. I seared off my pork chops and then got those basting in a lot of butter, garlic, and herbs. Basically cooked really thick bone-in pork chops the same way you would a steak, and it's the best you'll ever have. They're not dry, they're absolutely delicious. While those were resting, I got started on my pan sauce. So in the same pan that I cooked my pork chops in, I'm cooking down my shallots and garlic, hence the name pan sauce. Then I deglaze with some white wine, throw in some heavy cream, herbs, butter, salt, pepper, and yeah, pan sauce. I made sure everything was nice and warm and ready to serve. We do self-serve since everyone gets in at a slightly different time, and I never say this, but I really impressed myself, and judging by their plates, the guys liked it too.